Well, it might be a combination of both. When you look up and he's got 2 strikeouts, and yet his pitch count's really down. He's pitching, he's probably using more of his secondary pitches than mainly his fastball. But he can pitch and keeps you in the games. And that's exactly, one of the things that I think makes him special. And the nights he's electric, it's easy. The other nights he just battles you like he did tonight. He competed and kept us in the game and got us deep into a game. So, and in this park, as you saw, hey, anything can happen. There was a lot of bloops and blasts tonight.
You talked before the game yesterday about how important it was for you guys to see Rosario and Smith in this type of an atmosphere, for them to, come through with those home runs. Rosario made another couple stellar defensive plays. Is that important for you guys to see them perform this way this early? Yeah, I think it's great. You can't have a better scenario, I don't think, for young players' development than put them in pressure situations. I believe that at any level. When there's a time when they need to be challenged, and when they come up here, you need to challenge them with big opportunities like tonight.
Mike. Rich.
Terry, first couple of weeks we've seen Rosario and twice in 9th innings against closers. He's not only coming with a homer, but he takes that ball to right center where it's pitched. Can you talk about that for such a young player?
Well, we really haven't seen him enough, Rich, to get a real good feel. But, he's a solid player, and he listens, and he takes what the guys tell him. And both times you've looked at balls that he's hit the opposite way. And, that means he's trying to stay back on the ball. He's not trying to do too much and try to put the ball in play, and he's letting the ball get a little bit deeper on him. And, of course, when you throw 98, 99, it gets on you in a big hurry. So, that's why I think he's going to be a great player, because I think anytime we've asked him to step up in a big situation, be it offensively or defensively, he's made the play.
Mike?
Terry, you talk about wanting to challenge the kids, but 9th inning, Chapman throwing, you pinch hit for Dom. Is there a line of demarcation where a challenge is too daunting in your mind?
Yeah, that for me, we were, again, I was trying to get somebody on base and maybe create something, and he'll have his chances down the road. There's no doubt in my mind he's going to be a good hitter. But I just thought, hey, look, this guy absolutely mows down left-handed hitting, so I went with a right-hand hitter.
Tony?
Terry, what's your concern level with Lugo, especially in light of the fact that he's had the elbow thing since March?
Well, I don't know much about this impingement. I know that if it's not the elbow, that always concerns me that you're changing your delivery to compensate if you got a bad elbow, and all of a sudden your shoulder. And I know one thing: I don't like to hear shoulder problems. Those scare me more than anything. So I'm concerned, but we'll wait to see what the doctors say. We just thought it was in everybody's best interest that he at least get skipped, this time.
John.
Terry, had you seen Gray before? Anything strike you about him, Gray?
It's the first time I've seen him.
Anything strike you about?
Well, the delivery's so deliberate, and then all of a sudden there's action. That's probably, he's really a tough guy to get too much timing on. But I tell you, he moves his fastball around very effectively, both in and out, pitches in, not afraid to pitch in. Great breaking ball. And I don't know if it's a cutter or a little slider that he uses, but there were some that were 90 that it looked like they had some break to it, and he located it. And I was really impressed the way through.
The left.
Just with Smith, what does it tell you about him going the other way to get his first home run, especially being a lefty hitter in this park?
Well, that's what he did in AAA. They tell me he drove the ball left field and left center field. That was where a lot of his power was. So, and if you watch him hit, he's not a big get around the ball guy. He stays inside the baseball and works the middle of the field. And so I wasn't surprised. And if you're going to go the opposite way, this is the park to do it in.